Maybe I'll do a question and answer session afterwards. There once was a rat who lived inside a Tandy 1000 SX. In the 1980s, a Tandy 1000 SX was a kind of computer. Today, it is a footrest. Even in the 1980s, there was not a lot of food inside computers, so this rat was very thin. His name was Juju, and you probably can't see the illustration, but he's sort of a skeletal rat, because there's no food inside of... Anyway. Juju thought very well of his home, although he most likely suffered severe psychological damage for spending decades in complete darkness with no one to talk to. And he's sort of like, got birds going around his head because he's a little creepy. One day, as Juju was arguing with the unicorns in his elbow, he heard a strange noise, and a slit of light appeared. A large golden sheet fell out and landed right in front of him. It smelled familiar and delicious. It was cheese! Hooray! Juju quickly turned his back on the unicorns and leapt at the cheese. He hadn't seen such a feast since 1978. He almost scarfed it all up in one bite, but then it dawned on him that he might not see another morsel in years. So he rationed himself. He nibbled at the corners, for everybody knows the corners are the smallest part of any shape. After finishing the corners, he examined what was left of his treat. To his horror, more corners had appeared in the place of the ones he'd eaten. In fact, there were now twice as many. Juju quickly nibbled off the 8 corners, but 16 more took their place. Oh my, how the world has changed since my isolation, he cried. It's like there's not even physics anymore. He madly nibbled at all the corners in a frenzy until he was interrupted by a strange sound. God damn it, Bruce Schiller, that goddamn high-tech toaster oven done ate up my cheese again before spitting it back out at me in the form of grilled cheese. The voice boomed. Realizing that it was angry and probably wanted its cheese back, Juju panicked and shoved what was left of the cheese back out the slit it had come in from. Oh my God, Bruce Schiller, come look quick! Juju held his breath and crossed his fingers as he heard large footsteps approach. Good Lord, Quincy, is you trying to make lunch and them old pieces of junk computers what we use to make the garage look dignified? Oh, shut up, woman, look at this piece of cheese. That there dignifying computer done chewed up my cheese into that sacred shape. Hallelujah, it's Charlton Heston. For a long while afterward, Juju heard nothing but celebratory gibberish from the beings on the outside. He assumed he was safe and returned to his dialogue with the unicorns in his elbow. It wasn't soon afterward that slices of cheese began to cascade into his leg. The flow was relentless. Poor Juju feared he might be suffocated. Just as he was having that thought, oh hell, Bruce Schiller, we're all out of cheese. How many times has I got to tell you a man's house must never run out of cheese? Shut your trap, Quincy, I'm a-getting to the Walmart as we speak. Juju climbed to the cheese pile and caught his breath. He wondered what a Charlton Heston was. It's true, our friend Juju was a heathen. As he mounted the pile of cheese, the walls of his home began to give.